Perhaps it has always been about the people. The stories we grow up hearing and the lives we lead are all connected to the people we encounter along the way. It was in this perpetual search for story that my friend Ori and I found ourselves on the island of Sumbawa in Indonesia to tell the story of people that live from the sea and cultivate the fields according to the dance of the seasons. The same people who make up the cultural richness of this island. As if it was already written, as soon as we arrived, we crossed paths with Robert. Thanks to him, we were fortunate enough to encounter remarkable people on our journey. Beginning with his own family members, Sul, Belo, Surma, and Mamo, all of whom have been fishing and farming for many years. They received us with open arms, shared with us details of life, which involved setting out to sea almost every evening. So we decided to join them on one of their nights of work, on a journey to seek a better understanding of their way of life. The sea was calm that evening, as we were serenaded by the soothing hum of the boat engine and the lapping of the waves against the hull. Their future and survival rely on these nights spent on the sea looking for fish. It is a way of life that demands their respect, their hard work, and their dedication. With each passing year, fishing at night is becoming increasingly challenging. The corals have suffered significant damage over time. Pollution, climate change, and harmful fishing methods have all contributed to the decline in both the quality and quantity of corals, resulting in a decrease in fish population. Surma and his crew have switched to more environmentally friendly fishing, such as spearfishing, to avoid further damage to the corals. However, this technique is often less effective than others. They swim for several hours in almost total darkness. But some of these nights are sometimes rewarded by nature. When the fishing has been good and the sun rises on the eastern side of Sumbawa, shining on the islands along the coast. As we sailed around the islands, we couldn't help but feel grateful for the opportunity to witness the natural beauty of this part of the world. We were in awe of the power of nature and the resilience of the local people who call this place home. But sad as it is, no island is free of waste anymore. The impact of this pollution on the local communities, the environment, and the marine life is significant and cannot be ignored. After spending the night at sea learning more about their way of life and how it has evolved, it was time to sail somewhere else, with the sole idea of letting the unexpected happen. After taking some roads along the coast, we found ourselves in Labuan Bahu, a fishing village on the northern coast of Sumbawa. We could feel the curious and surprised looks as soon as we arrived. Indeed, tourism is practically non-existent in this part of the island, but despite their surprise, adults and children came to greet us with warm smiles and friendly gestures. You could feel their excitement at seeing someone new in their community. As we continued our walk through the village, we came across Sukri, an elderly fisherman who had retired from the profession. He was sitting under his house, surrounded by some of his friends, engaged in a lively conversation. Sukri had spent many years sailing the seas around Sumbawa. He had also seen a significant decline in fish populations over the years. Throughout our discussions and encounters with the locals, one thing stood out above all else: their resilience and determination to keep going. Despite the difficulties of everyday life, they keep smiling, finding new solutions and new ways to access their needs. Their strength and determination were a testament to the human spirit. As we set out on our boat trip around the islands, we decided to take some locals with us and simply enjoy the moment. It was a simple gesture, but one that brought a smile to the faces of both adults and children. We spent the day playing football, drinking freshly picked coconuts, and enjoying the beautiful scenery of the islands. Despite the fact that we didn't speak the same language, we were able to connect and understand each other through simple gestures and actions. In a world where it often feels like we are divided by our differences, it was a reminder of the power of human connection. We were able to appreciate the moment in a way that transcended language and cultural differences. It highlighted the power of human connections and the significance of uniting to value the world we live in. As we returned to our own lives and cultures, I carried that sense of connection and appreciation with me, knowing that no matter where I go or what I do, we are all bound by the same things, by this world and the incredible beauty and diversity that it holds.